My dear child, in this very moment I feel your pain. I sense the dull ache that throbs behind your quiet smiles and the heaviness that settles like twilight over your thoughts when you are alone. I am nearer than your own heartbeat, breathing with you, weeping with you, surrounding you with everlasting arms. Nothing about your suffering is hidden from me. I watched every moment that led you here. The disappointments that chipped away at hope. The sharp words that carved wounds across your tender heart. The silent nights when anxiety pressed against your chest and stole your rest. I stood at your side through each unseen battle, gathering every tear as treasure, recording every sigh as a sacred song. I do not merely observe your distress. I enter it with you, enfolding you in mercy that cannot be exhausted. Allow these words to settle like warm light upon the cold places within you. Your pain matters to me, and I will use even this valley to usher you into fuller life. Let my presence permeate the corners of your soul where fear still whispers that you are alone. Lean your weary head against my shoulder and listen to the cadence of my eternal love beating steady and sure. I have placed a shield around you that cannot be breached by despair, though the world may swirl with storms. Take a slow breath now. Feel my spirit hover over you like a gentle dove, cooling the fever of anxious thoughts. I invite you to exchange the weight of unanswered questions for the certainty of my faithfulness. When grief threatens to drown you, recall that I once calmed an angry sea with a single command. The waves of your emotions obey my voice as surely as Galilee's waters. Do not be ashamed of your frailty, for your weakness is the door through which my strength enters, pouring resurrection power into the darkest crevices of your need. I know how small you feel when the horizon seems crowded with giants you cannot fight and mountains you cannot climb. Yet I placed every star in the night sky, and not one has slipped from my grasp. Neither will I let you fall beyond my reach. The trials that surround you are not random, but carefully sifted through fingers that bleed with redeeming love. I am shaping you, refining you, preparing you to carry greater joy than you have ever imagined. The heat you feel is not the fire of destruction, but the forge of transformation. Trust me in the waiting. Trust me when doors close and paths twist. Trust me when the answers remain veiled. I am writing a chapter of grace that could not exist without these pages of struggle. One day you will look back and see how every thorn cleared the way for blossoms. How every tear watered seeds of holy courage within your heart. Let us walk together now, step by step, heartbeat by heartbeat, into the bright, spacious place I have prepared for you. Lift your eyes from the ground of discouragement and notice the signs of my provision that already litter your path. The friend who calls just when you're sinking. The verse that leaps from the page like a lifeline. The unexpected laughter that breaks through clouds of sorrow. These are not coincidences. They are love letters, reminders that I orchestrate details with exquisite care. Open your hands. Release the clenched assumptions of how I must intervene. And allow me to surprise you with goodness beyond your petitions. Rest is not the absence of responsibility, but the presence of my certainty. Come into that rest. Breathe deeply of grace. Drink from the still waters of my promises until hope swells again like fresh spring in your veins. Soon, sooner than you dare to believe you will rise from this season, carrying testimony like precious oil, fragrant with my faithfulness. The very wounds that ache today will shine as windows through which others glimpse my glory. I will make you a witness to the nations, a living letter that proclaims, nothing is impossible with God. Picture the day when your voice, once quivering with doubt, will resonate with bold assurance, inviting many to taste the peace you have found. Do not wait for that day to celebrate. Begin now singing ahead of the sunrise, trusting that the dawn is already on its way. I am the Alpha and the Omega of your story, the author who writes grace on every line. Remain close to me, dear one. Let my love be the melody beneath every moment, the strength in every stride, the joy that ignites every breath. And as you walk forward, remember, I feel your pain. Yet I also see your destiny and I have ordained it to be beautiful beyond all. you can ask or imagine. I hear the ache that cries out from your heart and joins the lament of all those who are also suffering. But I come as always with love, hoping you will receive my comfort and be able to leave in my hands those things that have hurt you so deeply. Enough of living like this. You can be free today. You deserve to be happy. Tell me that you receive me into your soul. And at this very hour, accept that my holy mantle dries your tears. I will enlighten you with the light of my word. I will cast out all darkness and fill your life with tranquility forever. Feel my every beat of your heart trembles when you hear my voice. Certainly your soul, your body, your spirit, your mind, they are healing. Now you can receive this holy relief that covers you like warm oil, flowing through every corner of your memories, bringing back the beautiful moments and carrying away the bad times forever. Dive into the river of this revival. Join the voices of heaven and raise your hands. Let adoration flow from your lips like a waterfall of living water, leaving a touch of faith, healing, and freedom wherever it goes. You are now entering through supernatural door you never knew existed. But here you are. You have cried out so much. And because your suffering is mingled with your faith, I open this door for you. Enter into this new and holy way. Come walk safely. Whatever you see, whatever you feel, know that with my powerful hand, I will hold you. I open your spiritual eyes so that you may see the armies that surround you, marching ahead, knocking down obstacles, clearing your paths. You have the right and the authority to pray for your family, for your children. I give you the power to defeat the forces of evil, to trample on your spiritual enemy. Do it with faith. Do not fear. Nothing and no one will harm you. I know these words ignite a new fire of faith within you, burning away doubts and putting an end to discouragement. You are feeling it even now. Don't stop this feeling. Let it flow. Let it come with tears. With weeping, even with holy laughter, let it flow. Stand up or simply stand where you are. Raise your arms. Your problems will begin to disappear as you proclaim my promises and declare to the four winds that I am your God, your Lord, your Father, your Sovereign King. Lift your voice, even if it trembles, and let the atmosphere around you hear the echo of your faith. When you speak my truth aloud, you align your heart with the eternal rhythm of heaven. Troubles that once loomed like towering mountains melt before the blazing light of my presence. Fear shrinks, anxiety loosens its grip, and despair loses its language because every syllable of my word carries the weight of glory and the power of redemption. Do not wait for perfect circumstances or a flawless mood. Speak my name in the middle of your storm and watch the winds obey the authority invested in you through my spirit. I have put my breath in your lungs so that you can fill your world with declarations of hope that override every whisper of darkness. Come, child, sit in the warmth of my nearness and learn the cadence of kingdom confidence. Remember that your life is not dictated by the flickering headlines of this passing age, but by my steady hand, which holds galaxies in perfect orbit. When the weight of unmet expectations presses on your chest, inhale my promise of new beginnings and exhale the heaviness of yesterday's failures. In this sacred exchange, you will taste freedom that cannot be stolen. I don't call you to deny your pain. I call you to invite me into it, to hand me the tangled knots of your worries so that I can weave them into testimonies of my faithfulness. Reach for me the way a child reaches for a parent's steady hand while crossing a rushing street. I will lead you across safely, and on the other side you will realize that even the roar beneath your feet was but a backdrop for the melody of my grace. Speak my promises in the morning while dew still clings to the petals of possibility. Let gratitude be your first thought and worship your waking breath. Say, my God is with me. My Lord has gone before me. My Father watches over me. My Sovereign King reigns within me. These words, soaked in truth, are more potent than any weapon forged against you. They build invisible ramparts around your mind, guarding your thoughts from the arrows of accusation and the darts of discouragement. When voices of condemnation rise, remember that I have already silenced every accusation at the cross. Allow my finished victory to echo through the corridors of your heart and watch as shame retreats into the shadows. The moment you choose agreement with my promises, angels stand ready to minister and blessings long prepared begin to unfold in your everyday moments. Coffee in hand, traffic lights blinking, conversations unfolding, laughter erupting, all infused with the awareness that heaven is closer than your next heartbeat. Midday may bring sudden clouds, unexpected emails, harsh words, bills you did not anticipate. Yet even then let my praise rise from within you like a river that refuses to run dry. Speak to the north, south, east, and west of your circumstances. Remind them who rules the wind and stills the sea. I did not design you to be a passive observer of life's storms, but an active partner in my redemptive plan. Your declaration is not a mere psychological exercise. It is a spiritual decree backed by the authority of the one who spoke worlds into existence. As you partner with me, solutions will surface, creativity will spark, and courage will fortify your innermost being. Do not underestimate small obediences. One encouraging text, one generous act, one moment of forgiveness. Each is a seed that, watered by my promise, bursts into harvest at the appointed season. Stand firm. The soil of faith knows how to yield abundance. When evening drapes its quiet cloak across the sky, let reflection turn into celebration. Trace the fingerprints of my goodness upon the canvas of your day. See how I shielded you from unseen danger. How I whispered comfort through an unexpected song. How I supplied strength when your own was spent. Even the moments that felt empty were invitation portals into deeper intimacy with me. I am your shepherd who guides you through the valley and prepares a feast in front of every foe. Lift your eyes from temporary emptiness to eternal fullness. I have set a table where joy is your portion and peace your drink. Bask in the glow of my undying affection. And let the worries that once shouted now fade into silent reverence. Night cannot smother the flame of my love, for it burns with holy constancy. A lighthouse leading you home until the dawn of new mercies greets you again. Rest now, beloved, under the shelter of my omnipotent wings. Allow the cadence of my promises to lull you into deep, fearless sleep. I watch over you through every hour, numbering your breaths and surrounding your dreams with melodies of deliverance. While you rest, I am orchestrating answers to prayers you have barely formed, weaving together details beyond your comprehension. Tomorrow's battles are already met with tomorrow's grace, and nothing will catch me off guard. So release every lingering concern into my capable hands. They were never meant to fit into yours. As you yield, you will wake renewed, your spirit humming with anticipation of what will unfold next. Remember, my word spoken through your lips is a key that opens prison doors, a torch that lights hidden paths, a banner that signals victory to the hosts of heaven. Proclaim it boldly and watch your problems dissolve in the brilliance of my sovereignty. For I remain forever your God, your Lord, your Father, your sovereign King. From today onward, you walk hand in hand with me. Face your problems with faith. You will fear nothing and no one. You will not suffer, for my affection heals you, and with my love I will cover you. Don't believe the voices of pessimism or bad news. Your future is not sad or gray, for I know the plans and thoughts I have for you. It is my desire and will that you may prosper in all things just as your soul prospers. Beloved, receive these words as a gentle sunrise warming your face. I have woven abundance into the very fabric of your being. When I breathed life into you, I set eternity in your heart and seeded every moment with possibility. The world may measure prosperity by numbers that rise-fall, by applause that fades, by possessions that rust, but I measure it by the flourishing of your inner garden, where peace, courage, and holy joy blossom in every season. As those hidden roots deepen in me, the visible branches of your life will unfurl, relationships healed, purpose clarified, dreams revived, provision flowing like a river that never runs dry. Do not fear scarcity. Scarcity is a mirage that dissolves in the radiance of my presence. Lift your eyes from the temporary droughts of circumstance to my eternal reservoir and drink deeply of the living water that I supply without measure. Prosperity begins in the quiet chambers of your soul, where you choose trust over worry, gratitude over complaint, worship over anxiety. Each time you turn your gaze toward me, you open a window that allows heaven's fragrance to perfume the atmosphere of your mind. Even in crowded rooms or bustling city streets, you can carry an oasis within an inner sanctuary where my voice speaks louder than the clamor surrounding you. Guard that sanctuary, for out of it flow the springs of life. Let my words saturate the soil there. My promises are living seeds, sure to sprout when watered with faith. Some seeds break through the surface quickly. Others mature in hidden darkness, but all will bear fruit appointed for its time. Rejoice in the unseen work I am doing within you. The restructuring of thought patterns, the healing of forgotten wounds, the forging of resilience that will one day surprise even you with its strength. I see the places where you feel behind, where deadlines taunt and expectations press like heavy stones against your ribs. Hear me, you're not late. You're right on schedule in my divine itinerary. I specialize in sudden turnarounds, in breakthroughs that arrive at the final hour, in multiplying small loaves into unlikely feasts. Your part is to stay yielded, hands open, heart pliable, so that I can shape opportunities from what others discard. Beauty from what once felt broken, beyond repair. Do not despise the humble tasks, the ordinary Tuesdays, the hidden seasons where applause is absent. These are my training grounds where I teach your soul the cadence of contentment and the language of hope. Prosperity that begins inside you will outlast every economic shift, every cultural trend, because its source is me, immovable, inexhaustible, infinitely generous. Think of your life as a tapestry stretched across generations. With every act of kindness, every whispered prayer, every courageous yes, another vibrant thread is woven coloring future chapters. You may never read this side of eternity. Prosperity is not merely what you gather, but what you give. Not only the comfort you enjoy, but the comfort you extend. When you honor me with your resources, time, talent, treasure, you partner with a kingdom economy where giving invites multiplication. I can turn a single obedient seed into a forest of blessing, a solitary tear into a river of healing for many. So release the need to clutch tightly. Your Father owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, and I delight in surprising my children with creative provision. Trust that generosity will never empty you. It simply makes room for fresh outpourings you have yet to imagine. Perhaps you wonder how to prosper when storms rage and the soil of circumstance seems infertile. Remember Peter walking on the waves. Prosperity is not the absence of turbulence, but the presence of my hand steadying you above it. Fix your eyes on me and let faith override the logic that screams impossible. I am training your spiritual muscles to stand firm on shifting ground, to sing in the prison before chains fall, to plant vineyards and valleys others call barren. Prosperity in your soul will teach you to glean treasure from trials, to harvest revelation from hardship, to discover me in deeper dimensions precisely where fear predicted defeat. One day you will look back and see that the winds intended to break you only propelled you farther into my purpose. Rest now, beloved, in the assurance that I rejoice over your growth. Do not rush the process or compare your timeline to another's. The bloom of every flower follows its own mysterious clock. Celebrate small victories, anxiety surrendered, forgiveness chosen, boundaries honored, for these are the first fruits of a prosperous soul. And as you sleep tonight, know that I am the gardener who never slumbers, tending every seed, pruning every branch in perfect love. I orchestrate divine appointments, align favor like constellations, and prepare tomorrow's manna before dawn breaks. Wake with expectation, for I have already filled your path with opportunities to thrive and to bless. Walk in them boldly, carrying the fragrance of heaven into every interaction. Let your life, a flourishing soul overflowing into prosperous living, be a living letter that reads, "My God is faithful, my Father is good, and his abundance knows no end." May those internal struggles that tear at your soul end, and may your face reflect the happiness and tranquility that my Holy Spirit gives you. If your world falls apart and your spirit is shattered, come into my arms. Here with me you find a moment of peace away from the noise, shouting, and threats of this world. Be strong and brave. Do not be afraid or dismayed. Do not let your problems discourage you nor stop because of your enemies and their attacks. If you get upset, you lose. If you are filled with fear, you may make mistakes. If you reject my word and cling to doubts, you will sink into confusion and struggle to trust in my help. That is why I speak to you today and ask you again, do not be afraid. Do not lose your calm. Here in my hands, I keep your soul and cover you with my holy mantle of tranquility and peace. I know well what you're going through. I see your feet wounded by the thorns and sharp rocks along your path. But despite your suffering, and even if your situation seems impossible, I command you, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. With these words that you receive now, I heal your soul and relieve your pain. I have poured the oil of peace upon your heart. I have brought new strength into your life. I have revealed my will to you today. how much you're worth to me and how deeply your life matters to me. I want your success and your well-being. I do not rejoice in your suffering. I want to lift you up with victory, especially on days when you feel low. Hold on to this love so real, so sincere, so true and tender. For right now, you are already feeling this beautiful emotion and a supernatural sensation of healing. You belong to me. Do not forget it. Let these words settle over your heart like the hush that falls after a cleansing rain. Soft, steady, unmistakable. Before you spoke your first word or took your first step, I etched my claim upon your very being. I chose you when the stars were still rehearsing their first song, when oceans had not yet tasted the pull of the moon. Nothing in all creation carries the authority to revoke what I declared that day. Culture may try to assign you temporary labels, successful, inadequate, overlooked, celebrated, but none of them can outvoice the everlasting seal of my ownership. You are mine in the morning when sunlight spills across your pillow. Mine when doubt lurks in the edges of your mind. Mine when laughter dances through your lungs, and mine when tears paint silent stories on your face. I hold you through every octave of emotion because my love is not a fleeting melody. It is the symphony that scores your existence. Pause and breathe in that reality. I see how quickly the din of deadlines, notifications, and opinions can drown out the quiet certainty of belonging. You scroll, compare, and wonder if you measure up. You strive, perform, and still fear you fall short. Yet my voice rises above the static. Beloved, you cannot disqualify yourself from a gift you never earned. You belong to me by grace. Your worth is not a currency to be inflated or devalued by circumstance. It is anchored in my unchanging nature. When your own thoughts accuse you, picture me stepping between you and every indictment, shielding you with nail-scarred hands that testify. Paid in full. No sin surprises me. No weakness repels me. No secret hides you from me. I do not keep a ledger to calculate whether your light outweighs your shadow. I keep a covenant sealed by blood that proclaims forgiveness deeper than failure and mercy wider than regret. Because you are mine, I take personal responsibility for your journey. I am the shepherd who knows every twist of the valley and every crest of the hill. When the path narrows and fear whispers for you to turn back, remember that my rod of protection and my staff of guidance are never out of reach. I walk ahead to clear stumbling stones, beside to steady your steps, and behind to guard you from pursuing shadows. Even detours you thought were delays are woven into a design that culminates in goodness. Trust me with the chapters you do not understand. I am the author who never loses the plot. Lift your eyes from the tight knot of present dilemmas and trace the broader tapestry I am weaving. Each thread, joy found, grief endured, prayers still forming, shimmers with purpose in my hands, and nothing, not even what the enemy meant for harm, will escape my redemption. Belonging also means you carry my presence wherever you go. Rooms shift when you enter because the kingdom walks in with you. When a friend's heart breaks, I pour compassion through your words. When injustice rattles the streets, I release courage through your actions. When confusion hovers over conversations, I shine wisdom through your discernment. Do not underestimate the quiet revolutions ignited by a single act of kindness, a gentle reply, a brave boundary, a whispered prayer. You are not a spectator to history, but a participant in my restoration of all things. Keep your spirit attuned to the subtle nudges of my spirit. A name that surfaces during your commute, a verse that lingers long after you close the page. A restless compassion that will not let you ignore a stranger's pain. Those gentle promptings are invitations to partner with me, and obedience to them draws heaven realities onto earth's canvas. Yet belonging is not maintained by constant motion. It is nurtured in stillness. Make space each day to retreat into the sanctuary of my nearness. Turn down the volume of everything clamoring for your attention and listen for the heartbeat of grace that throbs beneath every moment. Let silence stretch long enough for your soul to remember what your intellect forgets. That intimacy with me is your first calling, your truest home. In that quiet, pour out your concerns without editing and receive my thoughts without resistance. I will exchange your anxiety for assurance, your confusion for clarity, your fatigue for fresh wind. The world insists you must always be on. But I designed you to live from overflow, not exhaustion. Sabbath rhythms, unhurried prayers, belly-deep laughter, unguarded tears. These are sacred practices that remind you who you are and whose you are. Guard them fiercely. They are wells from which future courage will draw. Rest tonight under the canopy of my unshakable devotion. As you close your eyes, surrender the day's unfinished edges into my keeping. I am already active in the places where you feel helpless, softening hardened hearts. Opening doors no human hand can pry. Orchestrating divine appointments that will unfold like dawn. You can sleep because I do not. Angels stand watch. Demons retreat, and the cadence of my blessing hums over you like a lullaby. You belong to me. Do not forget it. Wake tomorrow with the same truth lighting your soul like sunrise. Bold, gentle, undeniable. Let it steady your gait. Soften your tone. Lift your chin. Walk into your world, cafes and classrooms, boardrooms, and living rooms with the quiet confidence of one completely and irrevocably loved. And should the day try to make you question that reality, return to this anchor. You are mine, eternally enveloped in grace, tirelessly pursued by goodness, and forever held in the sovereign embrace of the one who calls you beloved. Hold on to these promises, and I will see to it that you live a supernatural life. Your heart needs me. Your very being yearns for me. Your soul cries out for the sweet love and affection of your Father who loves you, cares for you, and guides you. Your lips will be filled with praise. And you will sing to the four winds full of hope, this word of faith that strengthens and lifts you up. Beloved, I can already hear the melody forming within you, an anthem rising from the quiet chambers of your heart like morning light cresting over distant hills. Though you may feel ordinary, your voice is woven with strands of eternity, capable of carrying heaven's truth into the furthest corners of your everyday world. Let each breath remember its origin in me. Each syllable carry my fragrance. Each note testify that darkness cannot mute the sound of redemption. When you open your mouth in gratitude, chains seen and unseen begin to loosen. Accusations lose their grip. Memories once heavy with regret grow light, and sorrow retreats before the radiance of a soul determined to exalt its Creator. Do not wait for flawless circumstances or a crowd's approval. Lift your song right here, right now. And watch how praise turns common ground into holy space. I know the ache of delayed dreams. The fatigue that whispers you have nothing left to offer. The discouragement that creeps in when prayers seem unanswered. But hear me. Hope is not a fragile candle flickering at the mercy of life's storms. Hope is a blaze I kindle deep within you, a fire no adversity can smother. Stoke it with remembrance. Revisit every rescue, every provision, every whisper of comfort that carried you through past trials. Let those memories become the kindling that fuels today's worship. When doubt tries to douse your confidence, speak my promises aloud. They are eternal, unbreakable, sharper than any blade forged by fear. Tell the north that I am faithful, the south that I am healer, the east that I am peace, the west that I am victory. Your declaration is not empty sound. It is a trumpet that summons angelic armies and causes the enemy's strategies to crumble like sand castles under a rising tide. Know also that praise does not simply travel outward. It echoes back to fortify the one who sings. As your words ascend, I pour strength in equal measure. Courage to step forward when your knees still tremble. Clarity to choose forgiveness over resentment. Resilience to stand tall even when outcomes remain uncertain. Praise recalibrates your inner compass, pointing you to my unchanging character rather than shifting tides of circumstance. It resists the gravity of despair that seeks to pull you into resignation and instead lifts your spirit to soar above the turbulence. Seeing life from the vantage point of my sovereignty. What feels impossible from ground level becomes entirely plausible when viewed from the heights of worship. So let the song flow unhindered through kitchen routines, traffic jams, evening walks, and midnight wake-ups. Every setting is an altar when your heart is fixed on me. Do not underestimate the ripple effect of your praise. Assemble them toward the shore of my unfailing love. Therefore, sing boldly, sing tenderly, sing persistently, and know that heaven harmonizes with every note you release. And remember, praise is not reserved for seasons of triumph. It is also the language of trust in the valley of shadows. When answers delay and pain lingers, worship becomes a sacrifice, precious and powerful. In that holy transaction, you offer me your raw honesty, and I exchange it for a deeper awareness of my sustaining presence. Your song may sound softer on hard days, but it is never less valuable. Indeed, praise given in weakness carries a fragrance that fills my throne room with rare incense. Lean on me in those moments. I will steady your trembling hands. Tune your wavering voice and wrap your brokenness in mercy until it glows with testimony. Night will not have the final word. The dawn I have appointed is already streaking the horizon with color, and you will meet it singing stronger, wiser, radiant with glory reflected from my face. So breathe deeply and let gratitude swell again. Speak blessings over your own life. My God is present. His Spirit empowers me. His grace is sufficient. His joy is my strength. Speak blessings over your family, your work, your city. The Lord's favor rests here. His goodness pursues us. His wisdom guides our decisions. Then lift your eyes, stretch your voice, and send your praise into every direction. North, south, east, and west. The winds will carry it farther than you imagine, sowing hope in fields you may never see until eternity reveals the harvest. And as you live this lifestyle of exaltation, you will discover that praise is not merely something you do. It is who you are. A living instrument tuned to the heartbeat of heaven. Forever strengthened and lifted by the word of faith I have placed upon your lips. Under my shadow and protection, I keep you. And though violent waters may batter your life and try to steal your joy, I respond to your affliction. I give you something greater and better. This eternal, unshakable joy that renews your faith and strengthens your heart. Every day when you leave your house to fight for your life, you will be brave. You will try hard and you will not faint. Even if your day is dark and filled with storms, you will fear nothing. You will not give in nor surrender to anyone. And at the end of your journey, you will come to me, finding refuge in my arms. I will cover you once again with my tender love and give you a happiness no one can take away. Listen to me carefully. Give me your soul. Engrave these words in your heart. Do not ignore them. Do not forget them. You have been searching for answers. You want to raise your sails and you are waiting for the wind of my blessing to blow and take you to the harbor where your blessing awaits. Do not worry, my little girl. My son, the trumpets are already sounding, your heart is singing, and the angels of heaven join in praise. I will be with you wherever you go. You have the ability to succeed. You can do it. Your simple heart and the love you have for me will fill you with strength. You have been faithful in little things. On the difficult road, you were diligent and hardworking. That is why I'm going to take you up to where you need to be, to the place where my word abounds and where your soul will prosper. If you want to receive more wisdom, remove all distractions from your life. You do not have time to waste. My coming is near. You have to keep your faith burning. Here I am. I come to supply the needs of your soul. I will put bread on your table. I will bring abundant provision and health to your home. Answer me with your love, your obedience, and your loyalty. I love you and want to bless you more. So it was, so it is, and so it will be. Come stay with me here this day. Sit beside me. You and I will wait for the rough winds to calm. I feel your heart trembling with fear, with tiredness, with the weight of facing so much and not knowing what to do. So many unanswered questions, so many problems to solve. You have every right to rest your head on my shoulder, to stay still and silent. You do not have to talk or tell me anything. You do not have to ask me for anything. Be still. How many times have I failed you? None. You always come out ahead. Your faith never ends. And the more problems you have, the more you can believe that victory is already yours. For I have overcome the world for you. You are an example of dedication, faith, and commitment. After fighting so much, it is normal to feel tired. That is not wrong. The problem would be if you forgot about me and looked for strength and help in the wrong places. But whenever you have a conflict, you already know the way. You come back to me. You spend time in my presence. And so you renew your strength. Your ideas settle. Your thoughts are put in order. You make a list of your priorities, a tally of your dreams. You return to your simplicity. You must focus on the people you love and the things that are worthwhile. Problems and situations come and go. Family conflicts end and are forgotten. Quarrels fade. Your life is about growing, getting stronger, getting to know me, becoming better every day, submitting to my will, and enjoying that beautiful peace that comes when you believe and know that you and your family are in my hands. I will not let you down. I repeat, that is why I want to inspire you with these tender words and help you understand that it's not wrong to feel tired. You do not need to apologize for being exhausted. You have spent your time and energy on important matters. You try so hard to make things work. Problems and stress arrive. You feel frustrated, but come to me again. Here with me, resting under my shade and shelter. You will feel more than well, strengthened and renewed. I'm always willing to help you. Come every day to listen to me and promise me that this day you will walk through your life thinking about my words and remembering me. I love you. Do not forget me when you receive what you have asked for. When peace comes into your life, your anguish will end and true prosperity will arrive. Do not stop listening to me or praying. Keep filling yourself with my word. The enemy seeks those who forget me to trap them in his deceptions. If you do not nourish your faith, you can be attacked by disbelief and discouragement. But I am here to strengthen and protect you. You are here to accept my will and believe me. Acknowledge with gratitude all the good things I have already given you. It is true that you have also gone through difficult trials, but you are still listening to my word. You have life. I offer you the opportunity to keep fighting and to see a time of peace and blessing for your family. Never lose this grateful attitude. Do not give importance to negativity or bad news. Learn from me. Seek the good in people. Every morning when you open your eyes, make a list of the blessings you already have and place your needs, your health, your work in my hands. Stand up and go to your tasks with enthusiasm and faith. Those things that seem impossible to you, I will take care of them. Show those around you that believing in me and following me truly changes your life. Instead of sadness and discouragement, a fountain of faith and joy now springs from your heart. You feel confident and secure knowing there is nothing in this world that can take away this joy from you. No one can take away the blessings given by your Almighty Heavenly Father. Your family, you and all the people you know need this love I have for you. It is faithful and true, unwavering, sincere, unconditional and eternal. I am not giving you a list of requirements so I can love you. I am putting my spirit within you and he will teach you how to seek me and please me. He will help you sense clearly when you are doing what is right and will knock on the window of your soul to warn you about dangers you cannot see. Receive this sincere love. Do not forget me when you reach your goals. If you want even more blessings, let me see humility in your heart, faith in your steps, and loyalty in your decisions. Show me your faithfulness. Follow me, love me, obey me unfailingly, and you and your family will be blessed for all eternity. Have faith and wait. I am blessing you greatly. Receive it with faith. Open the door. Let this great love enter your heart and put every feeling and emotion in its place. When things come from me, you don't have to force anything. Your blessings are coming. It is written in my word. My thoughts for you and your family are for good and prosperity. I'm going to bless your work. I will open new doors for you. I will create opportunities that belong only to you. Do not reject them. Do not cast them aside. Do not sell them cheaply. I have set my eyes on you. You are special. Your way of being, your way of thinking. That smile that adorns your face is beautiful. It gives you an air of confidence. You have shown much faith. I have seen faithfulness in your heart. I want you to put aside the foolish words others have spoken over you and instead make space for my promises. My eyes search the earth looking for people like you. Sincere and good hearts. I want to give you gifts, courage, resources, and talents so you can tell people about me, the poor and the rich, the healthy and the sick. I will place people in great need along your path. I will use your hands, your gaze, your smile, your attitude to bring encouragement to souls in need of peace. With one hand, you will touch, give, and bless. With the other, you will receive. You will share what I give you, helping others with generosity. Bread in your house, and all the resources you need will never be lacking. Be faithful to those who bless you. Do not speak ill of anyone. Do not associate with people who only think of destroying and stealing. Even if false friends leave you alone and deny you opportunities, they will look at you in surprise and cry in shame when they see that I have turned their bad intentions into blessings for you. They wanted to harm you. Now they will see you succeed. Persist in your faith. Today I have given you a special message. Let me see in your eyes that desire to rise and live. You are not weak. You are strong. You are not going to die. You have just been born. You will not see sadness. You are full of joy and strength. Tell me you love me. Show me that you believe me. I want to see your beautiful smile and those bright eyes full of faith. You love me even in this difficult time. I come to give you my hand. Take it. Hold on to me with all your strength. Give me your deep sadness. Set aside all that worries you and come with me with my loving embrace and divine touch. I will restore you. It is time to heal. I am going to perform a miracle for you. I will certainly heal all wounds you have suffered, but I am also going to erase them. No one will ever see in your face or your eyes all the painful situations you have gone through. You will not bear scars. This is better so that you can forget and focus on a better future. But I will erase every mark with my love. I am lifting many burdens off your shoulders. I have forgiven your sins. You will not be the same. The time has come for a change. The time has come for you to understand and believe that I have chosen you for something great. It is time to return home. If you feel lost, it is time to reflect and get back on the right path, the holy path you once chose. But life's trials left you discouraged. It's not too late yet. That's why I came, and even though you felt distant, my love for you has only grown. I do not want to see you lost. I want us to walk together into your future toward your harvest. I want to see the hope in your eyes as the miracles you dreamed of begin to happen before you. When you see the fruits of your hard work that cost you many tears, begin to grow and flourish, start every day with gratitude. Do not allow words of defeat. Do not insult yourself in your thoughts. When people ask where you think you're going or why you are walking alone, you will answer, God loves me. God has restored me. My sins are erased. My past is behind me. And I am not alone. God will never abandon me. He always walks